Well, as you just heard, with that winter storm on the way, first responders are working around the clock to keep everyone safe. And of course, one of the biggest concerns are the roadways. Joining us now, Trooper Corey King with Kentucky State Police. Trooper King, hope you're doing well today. I'm sure it's been a busy day so far. I just wanted to start by asking, when a winter storm moves into Kentucky, what is the role of state police and how do you prioritize calls when conditions quickly become dangerous?
Well, happy Friday to you. I was one of those that, as many remember the '09 ice storm. Just what was echoed, we learned so many things from that, where we thought we were prepared. And for the most part, we were, but we really figured out not only our agency, but others, their weaknesses as well, and enhanced on that. We prioritize our calls based on the severity of it. With this amount of snow and then the plunging temperatures, I mean, really the temperatures will be down to almost -3. And sometimes it doesn't take long to find someone in trouble, especially if they have their car slides off the road. Maybe perhaps they were involved in a wreck. That's where that becomes life saving. And I think that's where I want to encourage everyone. Today is your day. In fact, it is the last day to prepare yourself. Our agency as a whole is well prepared. We learn from those weaknesses and mistakes from previous incidences, and we build on it. And that's what every business model should be. You need to do it as well as a homeowner, as well as a responsible driver on the road. By doing that, make sure your home is stocked full of food. Your vehicles are full of fuel, as well as the tires, new battery. But make sure before you go that you know the road conditions. And you can do that by going to goky.ky.gov. Go check out the road conditions before you depart. But equally important is share that traveled route with someone you love. Every snow event we have, we get what's called an overdue motorist to us. Someone did not appear to where they were supposed to go. And to retrace that, if we didn't know, this is where that can be critical if we did not know your steps. All in all, we're going to be somewhat delayed anyway. We're shorthanded just like everyone else, but also our vehicles are just as equipped as yours. We may have some four-wheel drives, but that's the extent of it. So that does take time to get to, especially in the rural parts of the county. So be prepared for that. Have food, have water, have extra bundles of clothing. And sadly, we see this from time to time where people will go out, they will embark on their journey with pajamas. And this is not one of those times where you need to wear pajamas. You need to have layers of clothes and extra clothes in your vehicle. And I would go ahead and throw in a small shovel. So if you do slide off the road, not to dig yourself out really, but more importantly to dig the around the exhaust to ensure that carbon monoxide doesn't get back inside your vehicle. So make yourself visible. Headlights on, flashers on if you're disabled. We will be working around the clock. We have as many troopers as we can working this weekend. Starting tonight, we'll have more troopers on the road than we typically do, and they'll be around the clock.
Yeah, absolutely great advice. You talked a little bit about that coordination alongside other departments as well. Tell us, how does that coordination help keep drivers safe during a storm like this, especially with those highway departments and the road crews?
We always have worked well with all agencies. I'm up in Owensboro, Davis County right now, and all the surrounding counties do a really good job coming together. We share radio equipment. We work in tandem with the highway departments. We call each other quickly, and we ensure that we're nearby. But all in all, we work with those agencies to respond to see who might be closer. Just because state police may get a call in one side of the county doesn't mean there isn't a deputy on that side of the county already. So we would at least move that call over to him or her to answer that call. And that's what it takes to get to these events that are priority calls, where someone's life could be in jeopardy, whether it be a domestic or someone did wreck and they have no source of heat at that moment. That's going to become critical. We want to encourage everyone to please stay home. That's the best thing, because we're limited in our capabilities, but also the resources too. And that's what does help with some of the designation by the governor. It frees up some of those resources and monies to us, but all in all, it still takes time. Operationally speaking, we're still doing the same as we always have. It's just we're using those resources to try to help. So that's where it's important to coordinate with FEMA as well as the EMAs, the Sheriff's Department, City Police, Public Works. All those come into coordination, and we've done a really good job at it. And I think that hopefully this will be good, but if we encourage people to just stay home, free up our resources so we can use it to people who really need it in that moment.
Definitely, and we're so grateful for those partnerships as well. Trooper King, as always, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure that we'll be hearing from you again soon.